That's been the big question, is can we score enough goals? And already here early in the game, you get a free kick opportunity won by Amish, and as soon as you're certain he's gonna shoot it, he finds the head of Danny Hernandez, who makes the darting run. Watch him get away from his defender right here, a couple steps, nods it in. Sometimes they say the sequel is worse, but for me, the second time was better there. There was a little more distance, it was a tougher header, and it was an even better cross. Look at this whip with the left foot of Amish, curls it perfectly past that last center back, and a beautiful header at the back post. When you get to this point against a team like Campbell, it makes it really difficult because Campbell know how to hold on to a lead. They've been here before, and if you look at the recent history of these two teams, Campbell's got the experience. They're the ones winning conference titles, 4 trophies in the past 4 years, right? And they're looking for more right now. How about Danny Hernandez? A hat trick after coming into this game with 5 goals on the season. Gets away from Mace, rounds the goalkeeper, and sticks it in the back of the net. And I think when Winthrop goes back, they're gonna throw this videotape away, lock it in a dark basement, and never look at it again. But this is a great interchange here. Look at the backheel pass from Amish, his 3rd assist of the game. Just look at the improvisation here. He loses it after a really nice run, and then when he gets it back, there is not a lot of room to get that up and over the goalkeeper and back down, but the technique he displayed there, just outrageous. That is a very difficult header. When we look at the distance that this header came from, to beat Edu Rodriguez in goal, the power and the precision. You get an early leap here from MD Myers. How is he so open? Jamie Lamb did not cover him tight enough, and Edu Rodriguez at full stretch couldn't reach it. No, and this is a complete goalkeeping mistake from Holden Trent. Watch this, has a chance to get it. It goes off the head of Konix, and the man on the spot is Doty, but Trent has to be bigger in the air here. Konix does challenge, but if you get a fist to it, you gotta make some contact with that ball.
As we look back at our full-time highlights,
this was a game that was dominated by set pieces. The early goal came from Amish, deflected off of Sobaki, and then we saw all the set pieces. MD Myers with a phenomenal header to pull High Point level. Then it was a pair of corner kicks. Dote scores the first one, and then it's Sobaki who makes up for his mistake on the second one. That tied it at 2-2, and then this was the moment. This was the game-winning goal from Adrian Morales, slotting it home from the top of the box, and that proved to be the game winner for Campbell. A goal that you had nothing to do with on the other end, and look at this right-footed ball into the box from Jackie Richards. That's her weaker foot, and then the finish applied by Donald. That is just a sweet play. You're not going to see a much better cross than that. Perfect to the back post. It was a scrappy first goal for Radford, coming from Maven Jones on the deflected effort, and that's what kind of spiked everything off, because you could tell that there was a reaction from Campbell. They said, you know what, we played way too hard in that first half to be down from a deflected goal. We need to score one of our own here. And beats her defender. Dunnings couldn't get close enough that time. She rode the contact, and how about this header from Jessica Donald straight into the ground? Kids, if you're watching at home, head it like this every time, right down into the ground. Keeper can't do a thing about it. And check out this goal. A little bit of a lucky touch, but to finish that between 3 players and the goalkeeper takes a great amount of composure. And it's the reaction time. She's first to it in the box. You got 3 Radford defenders right there. We were complimenting them in the first half for the way that they got in front of everything. And Campbell, especially here in the second half, they've just been first to every single loose ball. That's what it takes to move on in the playoffs. And you have to say, with 20 minutes to go here, looks like the Camels are going to do just that. Yeah, you think Campbell has sent a message out to High Point about that final? Hey, they will take on anybody, and if you want to come here into this stadium and take on the Fighting Camels, you might find yourselves on the end of a golazo like this from Liston. The shape on that is just beautiful. Perfect rainbow arc over the goalkeeper. Pot of gold in the bottom corner. Just the cherry on top for Magdalena Schwartz. This time, don't mess around with that fancy footwork. Let that thing go. And she's using her left foot on this one as well. The ability to strike the ball with both feet from the corner of the box. Absolutely no chance for Duval. That is a stunner.
And I'm sure if you ask her if that's a shot or a cross, she's going to say that's a shot.
Oh, there's no doubt about that one. She wanted to put that in the top corner, and she put it there. Yeah, they're in the game for sure. As I said, I think when they have the wind with them, it's going to start to look a little different. The crowd will get behind them, sensing the urgency, and, you get a halftime talk from Samara Zem. She's been here. She's won a final. She was playing the last time that Campbell hosted a final at this facility in 2004 when Campbell was an A-Sun member. And so she's got that experience. She's going to translate that to them. We need to be urgent in the second half. All too familiar for High Point. Nova Vieski causing problems. And Richards, who scored against them the first time this year, has absolutely set the crowd alight. Soccer team loving it right now. And let's get another look. Nova Vieski found herself in a really good space, and the cutback takes all the defenders out of it. Nice contact. Even though it hits off the shin, it's a good redirect from Richards with the left foot. Bang.
Picks her head up, drives it high, and puts it in! Skylar Brilleman, in sudden victory overtime, wins her team the championship and sends them on to the NCAA tournament.
Moments win you matches. In the first half, it was Magdalena Schwartz. This time, Skylar Brilleman with the far post finish, top corner, plenty of heat on it. An absolute heartbreak for Campbell as High Point gets revenge from last year. The tables have turned, the script has flipped. However you want to say it, High Point are back in the NCAA tournament, and that is going to be the end of the season for Campbell.